Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back again on this beautiful Thursday. We got the legend Joe Diesel Riggs in the house, the real estate mogul.
God damn it.
And then we got Warlike back from his timeout. He got a timeout. He was getting a tad too much hate on the last show, and now he's back to redeem himself. Also, we have a special guest from Kill Tony star Drew Nickens popping on a bit. And also, we'll be getting to I Caught My Woman Cheating stories, and we'll be talking about those and what to do. A lot of big news, a lot of big stuff going down. If you're new to the show, welcome in. Grab yourself a refreshment of your choice.
God damn it.
Get that posture cranked to the ceiling. And let's get serious here, huh? Okay, we are back in action. Warlike, good to have you back. How have you been dealing with all the hate?
Oh, I love it. I love it. Every single one of you that commented, the guy in the red hat, the big nose motherfucker. Chill. We're just starting.
And what's your thoughts on that? You actually enjoyed it?
I love you guys. I mean, you're not going to hurt me like you hurt Schmidt.
Oh, really?
No.
He's Teflon, is he?
And now your little stat on Alex Pereira, he looked phenomenal against Khalil Roundtree.
He did.
He knocked him out cold.
Yeah, he lost the first 2 rounds to Khalil Roundtree, who's the number 8 ranked. No, statistically, he lost them on the judges' scorecards. The first 2 rounds, and yeah, he lost 2 rounds to the number 8 ranked light heavyweight in the world.
And in your mind, still overrated.
I mean, yeah.
How the fuck can you say that?
Congrats. You came on late against a guy who is known for gassing out. Khalil is a power striker.
Imagine if Warlike walked by Pereira. He'd be like, Pereira, biggest fan.
Pull your dong out.
Chama.
Yeah. Okay, what is going on today in today's MMA headlines? We got UFC rankings overhaul. Dana White has expressed his intention to change the UFC ranking system. Frustrated by what he perceives as inconsistencies, such as Khalil Roundtree not advancing in the rankings after a notable performance against Alex Pereira, this overhaul aims to reduce media influence on the rankings. Right now, we don't even know who decides the rankings.
The media does?
And he's talking about having AI decide the rankings, which probably would be better. Do you agree?
I agree. His argument's really valid, too, because how the hell does Khalil Roundtree stay at number 8 ranked light heavyweight after that fight that he had versus Alex Pereira? He won the first 2 rounds, and he didn't go up anywhere in the ranking, and that's Dana's argument for the whole AI situation, because that's crazy that you beat the guy, his argument, number 2 pound for pound in the UFC right now. You beat him for the first 2 rounds, and you don't move up in the rankings. How does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, I think the AI rankings are going to do probably a fucking great job if they somehow get that going. I think that'll be really good. Next one here, it says Conor McGregor's comments along with Ilia Topuria targeted Belal Muhammad, calling him the most average fighter in the UFC, which stirs the pot in the MMA community. I've met Belal a few times. He's a fucking really nice dude. So I don't get how all these people are hating on him so bad, especially these guys. I mean, he doesn't hit the hardest. He doesn't fucking crack people and knock them out.
He doesn't have any knockdowns. Is that really
no knockdowns?
You pull a little closer to your face.
He's never scored a knockdown in the UFC.
No, but
he's
he's not very explosive, like super explosive. And the fact that he's became champ, not being that,
he's working with what he's got.
It just shows you how skilled he is.
That's for sure. Conor's fucking out of his fucking mind.
Yeah, and Conor was saying, what did he say? I think he invited Sean and I. He said they need to go and train with John Kavanagh for a couple weeks and learn from them. I mean, it would be cool, but I'd be a little bit worried that it'd just be a party. But it would be a good time.
Fuck yeah, dude. Are you going to take him up on that?
I don't know. We'll see. Ireland's a long flight, but it would be cool to go out there. We probably would learn some pretty cool shit. But what do you think about that, Warlike?
Well, I don't think it's worked for a lot of fighters in the past going to train with John Kavanagh after a loss. Johnny Walker's done that. Hasn't really worked for him.
Yeah, I mean, it would just be...
You're not doing it for that.
Yeah.
It's not going there to change things up.
Well, you're going there to learn, though, still at the same time. And
I guarantee we'd learn some tricks.
He's an open-minded man. That's not the reason. You're going just to for the invite.
Umar Nurmagomedov, he's got an upcoming event. He's set to headline a grappling match against Eduardo Dantas. And people don't remember Eduardo Dantas, but he used to be the man in Bellator. He used to run Bellator. That'll be a pretty good one. And they say, test his skills outside of traditional MMA competition before potentially facing Merab Dvalishvili. Dana White's Contender Series is in the books this season, and lots of contracts were handed out, and there were some good battles last night. I was hoping Tommy Gunn's shoulder would be healed up by this last weekend, but we're still not quite healed up. We're trying to get him back in action and get him back in there December.
Where's he going to be fighting? Do you know?
We're going to book him. We're going to book him probably somewhere local back in Great Falls, Montana. We'll try to fly someone in from Vegas or wherever we got. Hopefully try to find a UFC vet to fight him and just keep his weight down, because I wouldn't be surprised if he got called for a short notice fight in the UFC. I mean, worst comes to worst, he'll be on Contender Series next year. But I feel like when the UFC has all your paperwork done, everything done, you're healthy, ready to go, you're usually on the first on the list who they call for short notice bouts. So get him back in there. Retirement and comebacks. Donald Cerrone has announced his return from retirement, which has sparked reactions across the MMA community. Blending nostalgia with anticipation for what his return might look like, he said he hopped on the TRT, he hopped on all the peptides, healed his body properly, probably took some rest, healed his body, and now he's off all that stuff. And he said he can pee clean, and he wants 2 more fights in the UFC. What's your thoughts on that, Warlike?
He wants 2 more fights to get to 50 UFC fights.
How many?
He'll have 50 if he fights 2 more times in the UFC.
That is wild. Huh?
Yeah, so he wants to do 50 UFC fights. He was training with Gordon Ryan in that video as well on that comeback post, which is promising. But it just seems like a tough place, and it seems like there's just not a lot of matchups out there that you would really want to give Cowboy Cerrone after a 2-year layoff.
Because he'll probably want to do 170.
And that's where it's like the only thing that the fans have pointed out online would be like a Tony Ferguson fight, because Tony Ferguson also announced yesterday that he's not retiring. They're not going to force him out. He hasn't been officially released from the UFC either, so he's still under contract. I'd see that as the only potential fight to come back to.
That'd be good.
That would be a record, because that would be
the last time Tony won was against Cowboy Cerrone.
Yeah, now that was a late shot. He hit him at the end of the bell. And then he blew his nose and blew his fucking eye socket.
Dr. Stoppage.
Dana said about Cowboy coming back, I hate it. White said at the post-fight Contender Series scrum. Love him, but hate that. He retired for what? What's left to prove? If you want to make money, let's figure something else out. I hate it. When you guys retire, they retire for a reason. They don't just retire because they retire, because they know it's over. They know it is. I mean, these guys, you're used to training. You're used to having a date in mind your whole entire life, and then you just got to retire.
Yes.
It's like fucking guys drive themselves
crazy. He didn't
crazy.
close the door. He didn't say no. He didn't say, because he said he didn't want it. But, you know, and just when War was talking, I kind of changed my perspective on it, because the reason he retired is because he didn't have a love for it anymore. Maybe if he got it back.
Yep, definitely.
And it seems like he's been training, too. It's not like he hasn't been training. That guy has the ranch. Everyone's coming through there. He's always training, so...
And Dana said, not just this sport, but any professional sport is hard to walk away from. Not just the money, that's obvious, a very hard part, but the feeling of walking out of that tunnel, the feeling of getting in the cage, and the place is packed. Look at every time we're at a show and we show Cowboy Cerrone on the screen. The place goes nuts. He's beloved. He's beloved because the guy goes to war, and he's been in wars for years. And it's time to not go to war anymore. There's nothing left to prove for him, he says.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah, it really is. And then Brendan Schwab came out. He was talking about the shit that Shane Carwin's going through. Says he can barely tie his shoes. Like he's really fucked up. And in his UFC fights, he didn't really take a ton of damage in a lot of his fights.
It's the gear he was on for all those years, man.
I mean, it's probably the sparring.
Is it because of his head or his body?
It sounds like his head. It says, despite having a degree in engineering in the Colorado Schools of Mines, I've been unable to maintain adequate focus to hold down an engineering job. I face serious challenges in meeting basic everyday expenses for food, shelter, and transportation, and in basic life skills necessary to function.
That's heartbreaking.
It's fucking sad.
That makes me freaking want to cry. It really does, man. That sucks.
Well, it's weird because, I mean, now, okay, we've been at it. I've been at it for a while now, but now all these guys are getting to that age to where it's the next stage in life, and seeing them struggle with it, it's fucking like, that's God.
Sad. What's he going to do? He has probably no, I mean, he actually does. He's got a degree, but fucking most fighters have no other discernible skills. All they can do is fight.
Yeah. The new settlement of that lawsuit that's going down.
With the attorney,
agreement is approved. Attorneys for the fighters estimate an average payout of $250K, but approximately 35 athletes would receive around $1 million.
That's the ones that filed the lawsuit on behalf of everybody else. Who's the 5?
I don't know.
Like
Schwab
Tim
said,
Kennedy
how do you
kinda
not
league.
just go, I get it, dude. Boom, 10 or 15 million for your trouble. Schwab said, can we be human for a fucking second? Could you just be fucking human being for a second? I mean,
Right.
but fuck.
They turned down the $335 million they accepted, and then because they get when it's a class
Who turned
action,
it down?
The judge, because he said essentially you're fucking the fighters, the same thing you're suing, because they get in a class action lawsuit, attorneys get 50% of it, so they get half of that $335 million. So then they came back and they accepted $375, I believe. I just got off the phone with them what I get. It's fucking from one fight, it's just changed it fucking by $100,000.
It's crazy. You talk to the right people. You talk to smart people on where to put that kind of money. You can really,
Fuck yeah,
start setting yourself up a little
right.
bit. Fight announcements and reactions, various reactions and analysis around upcoming fights, including Francis Ngannou's return to MMA for a PFL event, and that goes down this Saturday. And I'm actually popping on a Zoom with Ariel Helwani, and I'm going to be commentating one of the fights with Ariel on his show. The fight that I'm going to be helping commentate is the Hussein Khadimiyev versus Zafar Mohsen.
Beautiful names.
So, and that goes on pretty early. I think it starts around 1:30. So if you want to pop into Ariel's thing.
Because that
That'd be
fight's in the
cool.
UAE, right? Or
Yes.
in Abu Dhabi. So those are just some
Saudi
local-
Arabia.
Have you announced? Have you done that before?
Commentated fights, local shows, never anything bigger.
I think you do really well with that, man. That'd be good because you'd have to. Ariel, do you like Ariel?
Yes.
I like him a lot, and I mean, if you guys have a good rapport, fucking, that'd be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited to do it. I'm excited to do it. Also announced just last night, Murphy's out. Dan 50K EJ is set to face Gene Silva at UFC 308. Topuria Holloway. Leon Murphy's out, but man, that Gene Silva is a fucking problem.
He's a
dude.
motherfucker.
That Dan Ige and Gene Silva fight is about to be so sick.
That's a scary fight for Ige, honestly. John Silva has come in. His last 2 fights have been short notice fights before this fight, too, where he comes in on 2 weeks' notice. The opponent doesn't get to formulate a full game plan in 2 weeks against him. And he just comes out there and he's just a demolition truck, dude.
You can tell he's just comfortable in there, high-fiving the guys. Yeah.
His
he's
last
just
2
crazy
fights, he's
little
knocked out Charles Jourdain, who's been unfinishable in the UFC, and he's knocked out Drew Dober, who's also been pretty much unfinishable in the UFC.
fuck.
Dober's tough, man.
Dober is one of the
Yes.
toughest guys.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's pretty cool. I think nothing really else for big MMA news. That's what we got going on for the MMA news. So what happened in this day in history? Albert Einstein was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1921 for his discovery of the photoelectric effect. Okay, cool. And then the opening of the first birth control clinic
Nice.
by Margaret Sanger in 1916 in Brooklyn, marking a pivotal moment in the fight for reproductive rights in the U.S. Damn, 1916. First time a woman could get some birth control action, and then
That's a topic close to your heart, isn't it?
and then the guys don't have to wrap it.
Yeah,
Thank you, Margaret. You're a hero.
Yes, Margaret.
She's on the forefront for fighting for fucking
Raw dogging.
no fucking God damn it, fucking just aborting fucking abortions.
Yes.
Is that what that was leading to?
Yes, and that's one of the big things about the Kamala Donald thing, right?
That's all they have. That's all they have to appeal to. So I mean, besides trying to race bait everything, they're trying to go back to the Roe v. Wade thing, which is fucking. They're just all Trump's doing is leaving it in the states' hands. That's what everybody wanted, anyways.
Oh, jeez.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Tim?
No, I don't. I'm not on that.
He glazes over and I'm fucking rambling about Trump.
I mean, God, it's just the time's ticking.
I love that man's fucking. I just love that dude.
Trumpy?
Fuck yeah. Because before I'd met him before, at the the Affliction shows, and like the handshake thing he does. Fucking, I just love that. Jerking me in.
Yeah. Okay, what's going on in today's headlines in the world? Global news: the relationship between Canada and India is under scrutiny due to killing the Sikhi activists, indicating ongoing international diplomatic issues. Okay.
Leave that motherfucker alone, man. Just gotta keep fucking. Man.
Canada?
No, the fucking poor Indian bastard.
Oh. Yeah. Well, we got some call-ins here.
I can't fucking wait.
We got some call-ins here from stories about catching your woman cheating.
Tales from the crypt.
Well, Nick, was there a lot of call-ins about the woman get cheated on, or was there many or more for women, or
That's not funny.
It was basically.
I'm not laughing.
No, I'm saying the women cheating on men is funny to me. Like when they walking in, oh fuck, I don't. It's just,
Yeah, the other way around. It's
Yeah, shout out to everyone who called in. We had a ton of great messages. I would say it was 90% guys getting cheated on, but also we do have a pretty male-dependent, male-heavy audience. But
yeah, about 98%.
thank you to all the women who called in as well.
About 97% males on all the things. Just good.
just failing men.
No, striving men.
Now they are. Fuck.
Okay, let's go. Let's tap into this here and see what went on. This is Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Here.
What's up? What's up? I got a little cheating story for you. So the year is like 2010. I'm at my prime, and by that I mean I'm a horrible-looking scarecrow of a child, the nerdiest guy in school, and somehow, kind of out of the blue, maybe because I was funny, I don't know, I get asked by the hottest girl in the school to the Sadie Hawkins dance. It was like the news everywhere around the school. Like, no way this was happening. It was like a, an event that would precede like the rapture or something, like that true miracle. So I'm so hyped about this. I'm going to the Sadie Hawkins dance with the hottest girl in the school. We get there. She grabs me by the hand, leading me to the dance floor. It's like that scene in the movie, finally here it comes. Like I get to make out with this girl, dance with her. She grabs me by the hand, leads me to the dance floor, lets go of my hand, and immediately goes and starts grinding on another dude and hooking up with them. It was basically a villain origin story. It was so absurd in the moment. I kind of found it funny, but then used it to leverage, essentially my rage, and became,
Heavy emo.
very fit after that. And the rest is
Became what?
Was that
very
Schmidt?
fit after that, and the rest is history.
Starting to get
But
dark.
pretty awesome in the moment.
Yeah, I bet that was
All right,
tough. In
peace.
high school, you're already an insecure dude, and you're leading her to dance floor like you're the fucking man. And then she just cruises over to Jamal, starts dancing with Jamal, and then you're just kind of almost crying, but still trying to dance and look normal. It's just
Laugh it off.
mm-hmm.
Fuck it. Did he?
Warlike, you had a woman cheat on you, did you not? In another country?
No.
Okay.
No.
In front of him.
Nope.
Never.
I have. It's not a good time.
And how did you find out, Nick?
Basically, it was a spring break trip. I wasn't allowed to go because my mom was afraid of me going to Mexico. So I found out that my ex now, but she had made out with one of my friends while she was blacked out. So not a good time. Not a good time.
And how old were you at that point?
21 years old.
Oh, I bet that stabbed you.
Oh, yeah. Definitely made for a toxic relationship after that. A lot
It
of trust
continued?
issues. Yeah, I forgave her,
You
but
can't do that.
Well, I mean, when they're
Yes.
boozed up, they're boozed up. It's like fuck you, and you get alcohol and drugs
inhibitions,
involved.
wind.
They do shit that they regret, and it's this whole fucking thing.
I don't think you in most situations you can move on from a thing like that.
Her sucking face.
yeah.
Sucking cock.
I was too insecure to get over it too. So
Anybody
a
would
lot
be.
of that was on me being a 21-year-old kid and just
Was
not
it-
a lot of self-confidence.
Every fight, something that doesn't do the dishes. You fucking whore! You're sucking his dick every time. Every
No, I
fight,
did
bring
not
that up.
do that.
Yeah, you bring that up every time.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, Ward.
Chill.
Okay, the Big Chalupa. Here we go.
Shit. Sounds like Tim's type.
Hi, Timothy. This is Paulo from Porterville, California. And I was calling you. Bro, my bitch cheated on me, man. So I work at my local Taco Bell. And, I was going in. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to go in that day. I was checking on my shift, see my hours. I go in. I see my girl, I live with her, staying at home. So I'm getting out of bed. So she rolls over and tells me, go get me a breakfast crunch wrap, bacon, all that good stuff, bacon, hash browns, half sausage, all that good. It's pretty good. So then I told her, all right, I'll be back. And goddamn Taco Bell's day about 2 minutes away from my house. I go, check my schedule. Guess I wasn't supposed to work that day. I come back, I get my chalupas, I get my breakfast crunch wrap. I get back. the bitches in fourth getting piped down by some, I don't know who, African American.
Jamal.
6'10".
Jamal's making his rounds.
Was going to town on my girl.
Oh.
And I don't know how to react. Like, I'm a short Mexican, 5'8", about 300 pounds right now. What was I supposed to do to that like that?
Hold on.
And he was just piping her down, getting. He was bending her backwards, getting her position.
How long did he watch this for?
But yeah, that's my story, man. Hopefully I can make it on the pod. All right, thanks, man. Later.
You made it, my friend.
Yep. You made it, brother.
He was watching for a while.
Well, no, he went to T-Bell, and I think he wanted his girl wanted him to bring her home a Crunchwrap Supreme after his shift.
Done that. He worked, or
maybe after shift. He shows up to work. He's not on the schedule. He cruises home, just fucking. And then he walks into her.
Probably
just getting humped.
Didn't he sound like he was watching for a while? He could describe.
See,
the rod.
now you would probably want to beat the guy up.
I'd kill them both. I swear to God, crime and passion. I would black out and kill them both for sure. Not even a fucking. If I walked in, there was a black rod just hammering. He was pretty. Well,
it's not his fault, is it?
No, but he casualty of war, my friend. I just couldn't. I mean, it's. I wouldn't want to. And it's not like it would be premeditated. I would for sure just snap and do it. Especially he probably after he got done jerking off watching it. Probably just snap. I mean, he looked like he watched that for a while.
Don't you love her though, and you see her getting a little enjoyment, and you want to kill?
Yes. So when I don't know about something, that's it. You know, if I was a limp dick, and she was like, hey, if I could bring some more, no, not even then. she was trying to chastise me for fucking. You gotta. Fuck that. No way.
Well, it just sucks. I mean, if the guy's just not pumping, he's just not fucking her. He's not making her orgasm. And she maybe likes the guy, and she likes a relationship with him.
He should reside to just petting her head while she's getting fucked.
Oh fuck!
He seems like he's kind of a portly fellow. He doesn't seem like he's too alpha. Like, yeah, I feel it seems like that really bothered him. That's sad.
Mm-hmm. It was funny because when he started, he was talking about his Taco Bell order, and he started breathing heavy, and I felt like I knew his build before he even said he was 5'8", 300.
Oh, that's real funny, isn't it, War?
Yeah, laugh at their pain.
Sorry, love you, man.
You guys are getting a taste of what the savage is like.
Exactly.
Gosh, you know what? You can't even control yourself for 1 hour, you son of a bitch.
Sorry.
Okay, this just popped up on Twitter here. A little change of subject. Ben Askren says, if you're voting for Kamala, you are voting for open borders, cancellation of free speech,
treasonous,
taxpayer-funded sex change of prison inmates.
Dude,
that's real, actually. I saw them talking about it.
I'll
sex changes for minors.
Of course.
Funding of illegal immigrant housing when we are $36 trillion in debt.
And so Kamala, when she was I think she was Attorney General, she would allow the trannies to be in the female prisons. So like 20 women would come up raped and pregnant from these people.
So if you go to prison, you're almost dumb if you're not like, I'm turning trans.
Yeah, well, if you think if you're turning trans, you just be fucking passed around in the jail. You'd be a commodity.
But you get to go into the girls' prison now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not, they didn't do that because they feel like they're a woman. They just want to go raping women because they don't go there and if you're gay, if you're trying to change your fucking sex, you don't like that sex. You don't fucking. They went in there within a fucking 2 months. That many women were pregnant.
Damn. So those guys that got away with that are in the women's jail now as a trans, they're living it up.
Fuck yeah! Imagine that. They get treated like if there's a fight, they'll beat the fuck out of the women. You know, and then if they want, then they'll fuck them.
And they're just fucking.
Yeah, and of course. And the people the kids that get transitioned. Have you heard of the stories that people that they're just either gay or they're young going through puberty and they're just having the worst time with their dicks being cut off and turned into a fucking puss?
I mean, at that age, when your brain's still developing, and I think experts say it develops until you're 25 years old.
27 for men. Your frontal lobe does not fully develop until you're 27 years old.
And you're a young buck going through this, and then you decide.
Let him go.
Dude, speaking of that, I was watching that new Menendez series where they're the ones talking. And they're the ones talking about what happened.
The real one or the reenactment?
No, the real one. they're giving their side of the story, and it's fucked up
not
because
true.
they didn't in the series and stuff. They didn't say when they brought these kids to the hospital. They said they had throat damage, and the only ways they have throat damage like that is from sexual assault.
In the reenactment, they tried to make it like it was a popsicle thing. That wasn't that they delved into that more. It was from fucking jamming a root
and not
shit.
one person a part of their family. Not one person a part of their family said one good thing about that father. They said the dad was just a piece of shit.
Do you think the mother really knew and was complicit with them getting raped?
Psh, who knows? But, Drew, can you hear us, brother?
Hello, how y'all doing
I
today?
think he can hear us. We can't hear you, brother Drew.
Oh, you can't hear us?
Now
you can't hear me?
Now I can hear you loud and clear.
And you sound
Excellent.
That'll work. Drew, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing excellent. How y'all doing? Very excited to be here.
Dude, fuck yeah. I'm so glad you came on. We're fans of you, and I was pumped to have you on the show. Did you get any sleep last night?
Yes, because I got a traveling gig tonight, and so I got to drive about 6 hours. So I got about 4 hours of sleep. Let's go.
So yesterday alone, how many energy drinks did you drink?
Calm day. It was like 4.
4 300 milligrammers, so 1,200 milligrams total.
No, not 300 milligrammers. I did 4 200 milligrams, 800 milligrams.
What's your favorite drink for right now?
Right now, my favorite drinks have been the first forms. I've been doing the tropic lightnings. They kind of taste like squirt. It's really, really good.
And or do you like any of the ones that are 300 milligrams, Bang or Monster or?
I do like I like the C4 Ultimate sometimes. The 300 milligrams. If you get the Arctic Lightning and then you put a little lime juice in it. I make like cocktails sometimes where it's just like you put a little lime juice and a little splash of pineapple and one of the like blander flavors, and it gets real good.
It's a connoisseur.
So,
and usually, is that one of the first things you wake up in the morning? You crack one of those puppies open or shotgun it?
I try to, for the first hour, have no caffeine when I wake up. It's just because it's supposed to be better for your body. You're supposed to get acclimated better. And then once I feel like, okay, now it's time to get ready for the day. Now it's time to, like right now, I have a little 80 milligram V8 energy that I'm just sipping on to just get ready for the day. And then when it's time to get ready to drive, I'll crack open a 300 or 200 and just go with it.
And fucking hit the road, baby.
Yeah.
So what time you going to bed these days?
Oh, okay. Usually I try to go to bed about 3 a.m.
3 a.m. That's a nice early sleep. And then wake up at what time?
Like 8 to 9.
8 to 9.
8 to 9.
So from that midnight point to 4 a.m., how many times you beaten off in that little time period?
Viciously.
I'm not a vicious one.
That's a badass shirt you got, by the way.
Oh, thank you, man. I really like it. But I would say I keep my masturbation to 1 a day. One a day, because I don't want to be. I don't want to be like, oh my gosh, this is a chore. Like I still want it to be kind of special. You do it more than a day.
Do you watch porn?
Yeah, I mean, we got to.
I mean, when you get bored, that cheap dopamine hit from a quick beat off. Like we have a guy here on set named Warlike. He does it probably 3-4 times a day, and you can really see it in his face. It just doesn't look. It's not a
chokes himself out while jerking off too.
Yeah, weird shit, Drew.
I feel dirty when it's more than 1 a day too. I feel like if it's 1 a day, it's like okay.
I'm ashamed every time I'm done. That doesn't stop me though.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah. So other than just caffeine, do you dabble in any other drugs?
No, I am. I'm stone cold sober. I've been stone cold sober since 2 weeks before my first episode. So
Really?
my first episode, 2 weeks before that, like a week before that, I had a really like introspective mushroom trip, and I was like, you know what?
I think I need to just go stone cold sober, really, really put my heart into other areas of my life. And so I don't smoke any weed, I don't do any drugs. I just do a lot of caffeine. And I feel like my mind is a lot more I can process things a lot better because I don't do any of those things.
Because are you just doing comedy right now, or are you working at all?
I'm just doing comedy right now. I'm just putting my nose to the grindstone because I feel like there's a lot of work to be done, and I might be able to get a part-time job sometime, but I'm really, really focusing on trying to be the best I can be. And so I've been hitting, ever since I moved to Austin, I've been hitting at least 2 to 3 mics whenever I can. I'm trying to do as much work as I can. I'm writing, I'm performing, doing as much as I can because this is a chance that you just can't drop. So
Because
at the moment,
I don't remember what episode it was where you won the golden ticket.
it was the first episode. It was the one with Jim Florentine and Eric Griffin.
Okay.
Well, they never really announced it. I think it's just kind of it's one of those things where I'm on. I was announced as a rotating regular, and I think they realized they had like a really clunky schedule, and so now I don't see it as a demotion. It's just I'm a golden ticket now because they have so many people in the schedule that they can't just have me on every week. So I think they try to have me on as consistent, and I'm a team player. I see Kill Tony as like a basketball team. We have centers, we got point guards, we got shooting guards, we got all different types. And sometimes you get to play in the big game, sometimes you don't. And I'm just happy to be there. I'm happy to be a part of the team, and that's how I look at it. I'm a specialty guy. I would say like a Pedro Stojakovic. I hit threes all the time.
Yes.
I'm there to hit threes and play defense. You know, that's my mindset on it. And so I just want to be the best I can be, and whatever they have me, whatever role they need me to be in, I'm happy to follow suit in.
So how long you been doing comedy total now? How long?
So I've been doing comedy almost 7 years now, and two and a half, almost 3 years seriously, because I was really bad the first 4 years. I was oh man, we just filled up on the open mic, like it was, and then once I found a style I was comfortable with and started to like who I was, it started really taking off.
Dude, that's fucking badass. So what kind of advice do you have to any aspiring comics these days?
So what I would say to inspiring comics is please get up there and have fun and understand that it's a process. Know that there's going to be some tough days where you're like, man, that was brutal. I feel like I can't carry on. It's have fun, do material you like, find who you are in your process on stage. And you know, everybody goes, oh, I want to get on Kill Tony for the first time. Hey, do an open mic. See if you like being on stage. Because some people, they don't like to be on stage. They're uncomfortable by it. Some people, like me, first time I got on stage, I was like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And I think there's no real gray area there. So see what you like. Have fun with it. Know that it's not just something you're going to pick up right away and shoot to the moon. You're going to have some growing pains. You're going to learn. Everyone's got those jokes where they're like, did I really write that? You know, so don't be discouraged if you're not hitting the ground running and getting all these shows. Grind out the mics. Make relationships with comics. Have fun. You only get to try comedy once. You only get to start comedy once. So when you do get to start comedy, enjoy it. You're learning, you're growing. It's a beautiful thing. And when you become the comic that you want to be, it may take 6, 7, 10 years. You'll be proud of yourself. It's not it's just like the fight game. You don't get to go to the UFC after one fight. Mm-hmm. It takes development. You don't even get to fight your first fight for the first 1 or 2 years. You're learning, you're growing, you're putting in all this work. So it's the same thing. Get it going.
So have you ever scored any girls after a Kill Tony show, or how's your girl life going?
Don't be modest.
Let it rip.
You get the puss.
No, I haven't gotten any puss, but that's also because like I try to find ladies that like who I am.
Good for you.
And that's a challenge because everyone can be fans of the show, but are you a fan of who I am?
I
And am
like
I
you. I
a
like
fan?
Tyler. You seem fun to talk to.
You got to see his sets. They're fucking
never
good.
seen
They're
one.
high energy, fucking good ass sets.
So like I've met a lot of women that are like, oh, I'm a big fan of the show, and then they want to talk to me, and then they just want to be around me, and they don't like who I am. And there was a girl I did like, and then she was like, I was never sexually attracted to you, but I
Oh.
tried. So now I'm going in the gym and I'm doing the jujitsu stuff and
Are you
trying to
really?
get
Hell
into
yeah.
For you,
shape and
man.
watch
Fuck
what I
yeah.
eat. Yeah, I've been rolling for like a month and a half.
Nice.
I enjoy it. I was a wrestler for
Oh.
1 year, my senior year of high school. So I enjoy like
You wish you did it for
wrestling and
4
things
years?
like that. Yes, I do. I wish I did it for.
Everyone wishes they wrestled for 4 years, but what jiu-jitsu school are you training at?
So I'm training at 10th Planet ATX over there with all the mothership security guys. They have like a little group meeting that they do at 2 o'clock. That's really cool. It's all those guys, and so comics come in too. It's enjoyable. I really like it.
That's fucking
So
badass. So where can everyone follow you? Drew Nickens, Nickens
yeah,
on Instagram, right?
it's the underscore Drew Nickens.
The underscore Drew Nickens. So check him out, and he's got some of his
Yeah.
sets on his page. Warlike, what's your question?
Drew, so honestly, I'm just a huge fan of Kill Tony, and your episode was one of the more legendary episodes in Kill Tony history, like in the more memorable past. I watched it like a second time, a third time. I was showing people that episode. Thing that, like, I guess some of us know, some don't, is that those are pre-recorded a few weeks beforehand. So obviously, after that episode recorded, you knew that you were going to be onto something big. What was it like waiting the time between the episode recording and airing? And then what was it like with your phone after that episode aired? Like how you blew up overnight, essentially.
Um, so it was insane. Like the 3 weeks, I didn't want to tell people that I had gone up multiple times in an episode because I felt like if I were to go, yeah, I crushed, I did so well, everyone would be like, oh, okay, whatever, you know. And so I was just like, yeah, I did well. I think something good's gonna come from it. And so I just was really chill about it with like all my friends. But I said, please watch the whole episode though. There may be a surprise or two, you know, just to let them know. And I was so nervous on how it was going to turn out on camera because being in that room and then what's on film, you never know what's actually going to happen in that result. So my thing was I was just like, I'm so excited to see it. And then when they did I took a nap at like 4 o'clock because I was having a watch party. And I woke up to the promo of A Legend Has Been Born, and I was like, oh, this is a big episode. And then I watched it, and it was just like my phone blew up. I went from 1,300 followers to 10,000 followers overnight.
Boom.
It was insane, and like having like people that I respected in the Austin comedy community be like, you really did do well. We really appreciate you. Like you, that was something special. Was really cool to me. Being able to talk to like Derek Poston and you know some of the better some of the people that I've looked up to for so long. And like being able to talk to like Jim Florentine and Eric Griffin again. It was insane. It was one of the greatest nights of my life, and I only had an hour and a half of sleep after working 8 hours that day, and it was a double episode, and I was super tired when they called me. But once they called me, it was like that adrenaline. It was like, oh man, I gotta get ready.
That's fucking fire, Drew. Well, thanks for popping on, and hopefully all my people go check you out. And big fan. Look forward to watching your career, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me, and you guys have a great day. All right, and drink a couple liters.
All right, let's cheers one right now. Huh? What do you say?
Yeah, let's go. All right, thank you.
I like that guy.
Yeah. All right, Drew. Talk to you soon, brother. Bye bye.
See you later. Bye.
I gotta watch that fucking episode, man.
Oh, it's
I mean,
legendary.
all the ones he does, he brings a crazy energy. It's pretty
What's
fire.
his style he's talking? He has a different style.
He just goes, wow, you have to
Just
see it. Hard to
screams and
explain.
shit. You don't understand half of it sometimes, but
What's
he's
that one
such a
comedian
beauty.
that was screaming all the time? He's dead now. Like a little fat guy. Cat something? I don't know.
Cat something. No, the redhead
He had
guy.
like a fedora hat. He had long
Cat
hair.
Williams.
No, that's the black guy. No, he's like a short, fat white guy. He was always yelling and stuff. Fuck, I'm probably wrong again.
Kind of sounds like you.
I'm not sure.
Oh, that's it.
Okay, here we go. Let's move on to another call. Cheating call. We're bouncing around here. Here's another one.
What's up, Timbo? So, I was dating this girl for almost 3 years. A couple weeks ago, I had a beater car, gave her my old beater car, and next week she totaled it. Then the week after that, a couple of my buddies who, that part doesn't matter, but a couple of my buddies found out that, so my girl's still a senior in school, college. She was staying at the men's volleyball house. You know, nothing good can be happening when you spend the night at the men's volleyball house. So, yeah, gave my girl a car, and she gifted me with getting ran through by the volleyball team.
Well, how does he know they pumped on him? He doesn't even know.
He's just assuming.
She just had a sleepover, I guess.
Yeah. I mean,
So he provided the transportation to drive to these dicks.
Well, he didn't even catch her, really. So let's move on to this next
all
one. Here we go.
Hey Tim, Big Diesel. So you guys are asking about like cheating stories. So I've got a pretty good one. So my first girlfriend of 2 years, when I was 16, she ended up cheating on me. So this is obviously I was like young and I thought it was like real love. But so I had moved, and in my new house we didn't have Wi-Fi for a couple of weeks. But during that time, she had told all my buddies that we broke up behind my back. And then she eventually got her like driving license, and then I got internet. But the first day she got her license, she told me that she wanted to have a 24-hour communication break. So I decided, I agreed. I was like, whatever. And on that day, she went to some guy's house and just fucked him all day long. And then a couple days go by, and I have no idea this. And the dude and his friend start sending me messages, and they're gloating about having sex with my girlfriend and calling me a loser. And I was completely heartbroken. But when I went to console my friends, they thought that was crazy because she told them we broke up weeks before. And because of this, I was so friggin' embarrassed. I had to move high schools. I pretty much became a new person. And it was because of this that I started discovering things that you guys preach in your podcast. So I'm really thankful for you guys. So yeah, that's my story. Peace out, boys. Jobins.
Oh, that's good shit. I mean, when you're young, too, you think that's just the end of the fucking world when you find out. I had that girl cheat on me once when I was a senior. She was in college. I found out, and I was just crushed, crying like a little bitch. My dad's like, it's going to be okay. Like, you just, it's your first girlfriend and maybe the first girl you pump on, you just picture the future and the kids and what's your life going to look like with this woman. And then it's just like, you're just crushed when you're young.
I wasn't going to tell you about this because I had one girlfriend before Lisa, and she fucking cheated on me every goddamn week. My dad put me in a little, like, I was losing it, freaking out. He locked me into a damn mental institution for like 42 hours.
Straight jacket?
No, not that. Yeah, but they did hold me down and work me over one time. Yeah, it's they locked me up. I was
so he brought you to a little center because you were so fucking distraught about it.
I go, I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
Okay.
And my dad, I didn't think in a million years. I wasn't crying for help. I was just irritated. I was upset. I felt like Warlike, but no, it was But then I was having a hard time the next day. And I'm like, leave me the fuck alone. Every fucking orderly, whatever, they all came from just to even get a piece of my foot to work me over. There were like 20 guys on me. I wasn't even resisting.
You were resisting.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, so they had.
I wasn't crying. This big fat. This guy had his knee in my back. I'm like, get him off me! I turned to squealing real bad, but a whore did me in.
Yeah,
it's crazy because he was a straight A student before that too, and just one fucking horse.
Who's talking about?
You.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Actually, he's smart. That's a good time, isn't it?
So
that was the same girl that was murdered.
That's crazy.
Yeah, her name was Nicole Glass. You guys want to look at it? She went the wrong direction in life and ended up
Getting killed. That's fucking crazy.
getting killed by because like Lisa and I were watching the news. This was like in 2009, and then the news came on. It was like the Brady Bunch. Like she was the only white person in the middle, and if it was a money laundering scheme. She and my friend, his dad is the assistant chief of Phoenix, so he was telling me about how she rolled over on people, and she stayed in the same house. Like everybody else did no less than 15 years. She didn't get any time, and then fucking a year later, she was like tortured, like tied up, broken arms, horrible.
Jesus Christ,
terrible.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
Supposedly, Kamala Harris is reportedly considering appearing on Joe Rogan's podcast.
I'd love
That would be insane. She would have a lot of balls to do that.
Tonight she's gonna get ripped apart. I think it's Brett. She's doing an interview with a liberal guy, but his journalistic fucking livelihood is on. He does a softball. He gives her a bunch of easy questions.
Well,
it's gonna ruin him.
They probably say they make an agreement before if something we can tell you what to take out of this.
It's not. They say it's not edited, but so he has two choices. Either he fucking does what they say, or he'll ruin his career.
There'd probably no one be better. Imagine if him and Trump and Kamala had to sit there with Joe Rogan for 2 or 3 hours.
Trump's tried to get on Rogan several times. He hasn't.
They said that he might be this week.
Yeah, I hope so. Really.
This week.
She would never do that. Trump's
You don't think so?
No, dude. Have you watched any interviews since she's became the?
I have. I've listened to her on a podcast.
She just fucking rambles. She will never answer a single question. She rambles, talks about how she was in the middle class and just circles. She doesn't answer anything. Nothing.
Sheesh. This weekend we're going to an Ice Cube concert, I think.
That's fucking nice.
So that'll be kind of cool. And then today, actually, the title person's coming over and we're closing on that
Oh,
house.
congratulations, brother.
So I'm pumped about that.
That's fucking great, man. That's how to feel good. You've been working for that for a while.
Yeah, it
Good for
does.
you.
It's crazy.
Who will be the first Jobin that is welcome to live on the property with you guys?
Big Dick Rick.
Schmitty, right? Schmitty needs to get the invite.
I mean, everyone.
It's a fine line, Timbo. It's a fine line there.
Living with people is a serious skill. And speaking of that, they said one of the most dialed in, I've heard from the grapevine, one of the most dialed in diets is Warlike's diet.
My diet is
his vape consist of that?
No. To be fair, my diet isn't the best, but I am the only one that uses that stove in the house.
What do you cook?
Effectively?
You heat up your burritos on the stove?
No. I made stir fry for the boys. I made homemade pizzas last night. You could ask them. I made 3 homemade pizzas.
Turned out good.
They actually did turn out pretty good.
Nice.
Stir fry pasta, usually just like chicken and rice, steak and rice type shit.
You cook most of the meals there?
I cook I would say I am the 90% user of the stove.
You're
as
setting
opposed to the
precedence
rest
for
of the house.
yourself.
Mm-hmm. And then November 16th, I think we're going to the Jake Paul fight.
God damn.
Hopefully, we don't see a death there.
You're going to see a fucking beating of an old man. That's sad. It's not going 2 rounds, I believe.
Yeah, I hope. Supposedly, they have bigger gloves on, which is good. I just hope Mike Tyson doesn't get fucking hurt.
But I think also with the fact that they're trying to sell it to Netflix, I think that there is a good chance that's in the fine print somewhere that it's a no knockout clause. Because if Netflix is trying to acquire that, they're not going to try and acquire a 1-minute fight of Jake Paul knocking out Mike Tyson.
A fucking death.
You sit on the board. How do you know?
I'm just saying I would think from a perspective of them.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is going to happen in the fight if they go full?
They go the entire time. Nobody gets knocked out. Probably.
If they're both fighting 100%.
I don't think they're both fighting 100%. But
if they were,
then it's not a good time.
Well, let's go.
16-ounce gloves, though. I mean,
well, what round do you think it ends if he does finish him?
Are they fighting 6 or 8?
2-minute rounds.
6 or 8 rounds, though.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
If it's 6, what do you think is going to happen?
It probably goes decision.
I don't think there's any fucking planet, even if it's 1-minute rounds, I don't think it goes decision. Have you seen? I was watching a video when he was sprinting. He looked like he was falling in a line.
Well, I mean,
he's 58.
He was walking
I'll
on
be in a
cane
fucking
for
wheelchair.
a reason.
Seriously, man. I mean, Tyson's I mean, people don't want to see him get hurt because it's nostalgic. That guy, this guy's the most popular boxer of our generation for sure.
It'll be 8 2-minute rounds with 14-ounce gloves.
Doesn't matter.
And
Damn,
where
so
is it?
So 16-minute fight still. Fuck. I mean, 2 minutes.
You think that's good?
2 minutes. You know Mike Tyson and his hands, like
he's gonna get. I'll admit I'm wrong quite often, but if I'm wrong here, I'm just gonna fucking pack it in.
Maybe around at the end of February, Joe and I are thinking about fighting other high schools in high school.
I didn't know that.
And you just bring the high schools together and you have them sign up at different weights, and it's high school versus high school, just smokers, boxing, 3 1-minute rounds. Let them go at it.
I talked to Kevin Forgy, the athletic director at Sunrise. What I was saying to him, I'm like, these kids are gonna these rivals are gonna fight on the street. You'd rather put it in a controlled environment and just kind of squash their beef like that. And he's all about that.
16-ounce gloves and headgear. It's hard for them to knock each other out.
Yeah, there'll be some knockouts for sure.
But they'll go to war.
Yeah, for sure. I can't. You did. How many times did you do
16.
that? What was your record?
14-2.
Who'd you lose to?
This big kid named some Stewart. His last name was Stewart, and then I lost to this other kid who tuned me up real fucking good.
You didn't know to box then?
I was always a scrappy kid. I was always just a scrappy kid.
I
could come forward and fight.
That's when people can fight naturally. Honestly, like you were talking about the little Kamala Mexican coming and throwing hard hooks. There's people just can fight, and you can if you're you can fucking bang out most people before you even know how to throw a punch properly. But I've never seen those videos. I'd like it.
Yeah.
Is that like one black guy when you go to body head? Is that the one, that big hook you knocked?
No, that was MMA. That was MMA. We used to have thousands of people. I mean, thousands of people in the stands. Like,
did Todd always run it?
The few times, not always. So one time I hit this kid and I turned his headgear sideways over his eyes and gave him about 3 more when I could see him. Dink, dink, dink.
Just let him take a hammer. Was there an actual animosity, the guys that you boxed, or did they just match you up?
Probably for 3 of them there was some big animosity, but the others it was just some kid from another school.
Here, there's actually stud wrestlers that actually have fucking beef, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Explain that. What do you mean?
Liberty, Sunshine, my buddy was telling me. I was asking him Sunrise. I was asking him some of the biggest rivalries. So Warlike is so sure in an Oklahoma football drill, that he could. Is it lay me out or tackle me? What one?
I would. So if you've got the ball, we throw it. You got the ball. You get up, and you were trying to what? You're gonna put a shoulder through me.
I'm gonna put my forehead on your head.
Yeah, you're gonna try to put your forehead on my head, but I'm gonna tackle you. I am going to hit you right at the hips.
I'm gonna go shoulder. Hold on to your leg and drag.
I'm gonna go
can't
shoulder
squat
to hips.
over 120.
I'm gonna go shoulder to hips. And
you
can't
fold
squat
you
like
120?
a table. I could definitely squat 120.
We'll go into the weight room after this.
Those legs look a little suspect.
I definitely squat 120.
And how much do you weigh, Ward? Just curious.
120.
I'm like 155 on a good day.
Soaking wet.
No, skinny fat.
Yeah, you are a skinny fat guy.
You are skinny.
And because that sucks. I get built like a Paris pipe cleaner when you get older. That's because.
But the heart of a fucking
vaping lion.
Yeah,
dude, would you? Because I played fullback in college, and I just want to let you know that. Would you do that with me?
Absolutely.
I'd run right.
No shot.
He buries me.
Your knees are shot, buddy.
Oh. Fucking asshole.
So you would take Joe Riggs on after Tim?
Oh, 100. I'd take Joe Riggs on as an appetizer for Tim.
Okay, we need to make this happen.
I'll put a flag on so let him be comfortable with it.
Warlike played flag football with all the burnouts up there in Canada, and he's got this weird delusion.
He was a part of a national fucking championship team.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy. He's fucking. Are you serious?
He's serious.
Trolling me, man.
No, he's fucking serious.
Dude,
I've never heard a man with legs like that talk about.
Joe, come on. You hold that ball like a loaf of bread, and I'd pop that thing out. You would.
In my entire football career, I've never dropped the ball once. Never had a strip, fumbled, nothing.
Probably didn't catch the ball much either.
No, on average, I'd run the ball at least 12 times a game. I mean,
fullback straight up the middle.
Natural Mike All-Star right there. Holy shit.
I don't know if like you like the NFL Combine. You know why they have that, right?
Yeah.
To see how powerful and explosive these guys are.
Imagine him
Let's
on
do a
the
combine.
Do you think that has anything to do
Let's
with
do
hitting
a
hard?
combine. Let's do
just
a combine.
physics, man. You get 150 pounds running, and you get 200 pounds
Tim,
running.
there's jumping.
2 balls, that 100 pounds going to be flying, even with those skinny legs.
His only way he could tackle me is if he barrel rolls to my shins, and I trip over him.
What I see, Roy, as I see if Tim goes to run through you, and as you go to your back, you cling to a foot and try to hopefully drag him like a barnacle down.
Yeah. Tim goes that first strong step, that Achilles fucking flares up. He gets scared, and I just run through him.
He's going to go to that weak Achilles. He was rubbing that bad boy yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
He was a little sore.
He's going to say, oh, my back. We're going to have to wait another 3 months for that anyway.
I really want to see this. Because I have pads. I'd put him in full pads. I would have nothing.
Oh, easy.
I'd run this big head right to it. That'd be fun.
Yeah, you full pads, Joe. Nothing.
I swear to God, I bet a lot to your little. What's up?
You have insurance, right?
No, I don't. Yeah, of course. Of course. Look, what are you gonna do to me that's not already been done? You could I'd stand there and let you lower your head right to mine and just fucking take it. Knocks it out cold. You got a small head. It might rattle around in that helmet too.
Oh God, no.
All right, boys. So let us know in the comments if you actually want that to happen, because we will 100% set that up. It'll be a little segment. We'll just get a full set of pads for you, for Tim, for War. We'll set it up. We'll have it right after the pod. So leave a comment in the comments below if you really want that to happen.
You fucking actually did rub me out.
Well, but
I stuff so fun. I'm so cocky. I just.
He spears you. No, he's gonna leave his feet, so you're gonna be able to run through him fucking easy.
I get so excited, dude. When I was 300 pounds, I ran a 4.940. That's pretty fast as a big guy. I wonder how. I mean, it's even with this battered
years ago. Okay, let's relax.
That's good times, isn't it?
Yes.
All right, let's go. That's nice.
Well.
That's hurtful.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed today's show. Next week, I forgot who we're planning next week, but we got some guests coming up. They should be some real bangers. And hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed the show. And patreon.com/Red Hawk Academy for the ultimate supporters. And there's a confidential podcast that comes out every week. And people are really seeming to enjoy that podcast, and it's growing fast. So thanks, Warlike. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Nick. Thanks, Garrett. We will see y'all next week. Love y'all. Bye-bye.